Hey everyone. Well, out with the new and in with the old. I always wanted to say that. Got rid of the little 211A. A little too new for my blood. Just not what I'm doing here. But my buddy got him in place and had to make him a nice little mower. He come and got it, called me up, said, "Hey, I need a mower." I said, "Man, I got one." So got an empty space over here. Got that all figured out. Now we just got to get rid of this one. I think it's a 17 and a half. Runs good. Anybody needs any parts off of that thing, let me know. I think it's 5-speed. Like I said, it runs and everything was all right on it, but they cut a hole in the hood for the valve cover there, the overhead valve, and I don't know. I ain't paying no $100 for no hood and $100 for no motor and all that. So anyway, got a good 17 and a half. That's got an electric clutch on the bottom and it works. Like I said, if anybody needs any parts off this thing, PM me because it's going to go down. It's got to go. Got the Commando in here. Got it, looking at it. Got some hot little 8 horses we're going to be showcasing. They're kind of a secret. We don't show too much about them. But anyway, we're going to see if we can't put one on this little dude since it was an 800 and maybe take it to the fair this summer. See if we can't tear something up, melt something down, or you never know. Them little 8s are pretty hot. But anyway, got that going on. Got the Sears in. Still looking for them parts, Tim. Man, if you had an air cleaner too, toss in the mix, that'd be good. That'd be a good thing. But anyway, if you got parts, that'd be good. Sears are looking pretty good. Took the caps off. That was pretty decent. You know, I like the offset rims. Them some wide rims on that dude, and they're turned in. Awesome though. So anyway, got all that going on. There's that pulley, Tim. We probably ain't going to use that deck there, and I'm thinking that might be the one. You can let me know, man, if it is, and I'll see if I can't get it off there. Get me a set up on some parts for this, the air cleaner, and that starter pulley, and I'll make you a deal on them, or on that. Like I said, that pulley's pretty high dollar, but that's all right. What's a little extra amongst friends? If you can come up with air cleaner and stuff, man, holler at me. If not, you can still holler at me if you can come up with anything I can use. I know you will. You're a good dude. Anyway, got the B100 going. It's all lined out, running good. Didn't get the tires changed, but I did get that plate in the front. That made her look a lot better, I thought. That's going to be a sweet little tractor. Got some wheels for her. There's some original Wheelhorse wheels going to go in. They're on it, sorry. Old pusher's still hopping along. And picked up this dude. It runs good. Throttle sucks back in. You know, it ain't a locked throttle cable. Got a few little things to do. Old Dad, he come dragging this thing in too. I'm starting to wonder where the heck he's finding these things at, but I'm glad he's a doing her. Kind of makes it fun, but man, it's hard on my project. I can't get nothing else done, but I'm always working on one of these to get it going, make sure it runs. He gives a little, and I want to make sure they run. And this one does. Runs like a sewing machine, like a Kohler ought to. Needs a little body work and stuff, but you know, hey, can't win them all, man. Got to have a little something to do, don't we? Got a real nice deck to go underneath that one too. So we're trying to make room, most of all. If anybody needs any parts, man, let me know. A little cigarette money or something, we'll work something out. Because this thing's got to go. But anyway, got old Frankie back there, old GT, B100. Going to add this Raider 12. And then we're probably going to put the old Commando to work. Put it in there for the fairgrounds maybe, so it'll need a parking spot. The 016, it's just been kind of on the back burner. Did round up some stuff for it. Got an idea with that valve cover. Gonna see if I can't put some emissions on this dude. You know, maybe do the old style because I don't want oil blowing all over my paint. Where was that? Right here. No, yeah. See there? And we got us a 30. That's what we're talking about. Oh, that was a oopsie. Oh well. Yeah, security. But anyway, yeah. The 16, kind of hanging on there. Got the fuel pump on. I think I said that already. Anyways, got a few things to do, man. It'll get on there. Can't decide whether to put some 231050s on the back or some other stuff I got. Here's something I just got to show you. This is going to be the ugliest thing you ever seen in your life. Oh my goodness. What is that? All right. Well, that right there had a 30 horsepower Isuzu on it and pulled all my firewood and raised all 5 of my girls pulling sleds and doing everything under the sun, pulling an old 53 Ford truck bed just as hard as you could load, just as much as you could load, and as hard as you could go in road gear, and she would get right after it. She'd rear up, so we had to do some framework, you know. Added some weight. I'd hate to think about how heavy that thing really is. I put my chains on here. I had my battery sitting here for weight. And I had me a chainsaw box here. It had all my supplies in it. Honda gas tank. Nope. Yeah, Honda, I know. Got some Murray fenders on there. That was a Murray back fender, and I cut it in half. When you go down the road, you couldn't stand the water in your face. The reason was because I designed it when I made it for me to sit over here with both of my feet there, and then my old lady would sit over here with both of her feet there, and that's how we would go. This had a board across it, and we had a big old 2x12 across the back end. And that was about how that went. And the only thing that I ever had trouble with doing this is these hubs. It would explode these hubs. So we was in the oil field business at one point in time, and that is a pulley that I made. It's a steel pulley off of an old motor, an old electric motor that run a pumping jack. And I got another one that matches it because I was waiting on this one here to explode, but it never did. So anyways, just giving you a little glimpse of what's going on. There's me a steering wheel for that 1277 maybe. I'm going to cut her down, guys. I'm going to cut her up and use her iron. These are 5/8 sucker rod out of the oil field, and man, there just ain't too much you can't do with them. But anyways, I had some 231050 Carlisle super lugs on there, and boy, you talk about rock and roll. You wouldn't believe where this thing has been and the hills and hollers and stuff that it would go up and down that a 4-wheel drive pickup truck would not do. Loaded, I'm telling you. And I mean loaded, where it was a hop in the front end. We'd get on that dude and we would go, and that thing heated and done and pulled wood and pulled sleds, done everything. I looked for some older pictures and stuff and I couldn't find any. So I thought before I tore this thing apart, I'd just get a video of it and maybe have it on record. You know, my kids always come over, and the oldest one's 15 now, and she always goes over and looks at it and just shakes her head. But, you know, I asked her if she wanted it, that I'd fix it for her and everything. She said, "No, Daddy, what I remember of that thing, it really wasn't something that I want to try to handle." So I guess that means that she must remember it quite well too. So I kind of got, I don't know, I kind of got tickled about it. But anyways, there it is. Don't let them tell you a wheel horse ain't tough. Because I'm telling you, when you can blow them cast hubs, yeah, you're pulling on her. That particular frame has took up about 35 horsepower, I know for a fact. And I mean rough use. Not no light stuff. Push logs. Put it this way, in its prime, this thing here with the right belt set up on it would push the front end of a Chevette, about a 78 model. You could hit the front fender on it and push her sideways in the gravel. So that gives you an idea. Anyway, y'all have a good one now. Oh, Crazy said it. Later on.